What's up, bro? Today's video, we're going to talk about comparison and how you can reduce your comparison to others, okay? Now, we've all fallen into the trap of comparing ourselves to people. I do it so many times and I still do it till this day, okay? I'm not perfect, but I've learned the ways to reduce it a lot and I'm going to show you how. Before we get into the video, though, I'm going to read out a journal extract. So, this is actually what inspired this video, which is my journal. I was reading over it and then I found this journal extract that I wrote on 6th of April 2023. So this was last year, April of 2023. And I'm just going to read it out to y'all. Do I want to read it? Not really, but hey, I'm going to be authentic as hell and I'm going to get it out here. It's a bit cringy, low key, and the writing's a bit like retarded. I don't know why I was writing like a retard, but yeah, if I start speaking broken English, that's why. So I'm gonna read this out, and then we're gonna get to the board, and I'm gonna show you about comparison. So let's get started into it. So the first picture is a bit of waffle. I'm just gonna skip over that because I actually don't even know what I was talking about there. La 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 la. Right. Okay. So anyway, I want to talk about appreciation today. Today in class. So I was in college at the time. Anyway, today in class, me and I'm not gonna say who the person's name is. We'll just call her X. Okay. Let's say X. Not my ex, but just a friend of mine. So just so I don't say the name of them. But so anyway, in class today, me and X were vibing as per. Andrew Tate came up in discussion and we were talking about them. Then I said I wanted to kill Tate as a joke. X asked, why? I thought you liked him. And I said, I do. I just want to be better than him. So I'm a very competitive person and I'm sure you can tell where that went, where that was going, or what I meant by that as well. So X asked why, I thought you liked him, and I said, I do, I just want to be better than him. Then X said, you already are better than him. Now, she didn't really, I don't know, I don't think she intended for her saying that to hit me that hard, but it kind of did. And it got me thinking, yeah, at the end of the day, Andrew is human. He's mortal. Of course, he's not better than me. Of course, financially, etc. Yeah, we cannot agree, but I don't know how to explain it, but it just hit me, man. So by there, I think I was talking about, yeah, he's better than me in other vanity metrics like wealth, fame, status, whatever. But I meant as a human being. Make sure this mic is on because the mic cut out the last time. As a human being, just like we're all the same. That's what I meant. So we're all the same as humans. Like on a base level, we are all human beings. Okay, but obviously, wealth, financial aspect, he's much more better than me in that sense. Whatever. Um, so where was I? But I don't know how to explain it. It just hit me, man. Then I started thinking, Andrew's already done his part because I saw a tweet on Twitter about who would you pick, Jordan Peterson, Ben Shapiro, or Andrew Tate. So that was I was on Twitter and I saw a tweet about. I'm pretty sure it was like who would you rather. I think it was who had the biggest impact on men, or it was who would you rather be to have that impact on men. So it was something along those lines. But then yeah, because I saw a tweet on Twitter about who would you pick, Jordan Peterson, Ben Shapiro, or Andrew Tate. Then a comment under the tweet saying they've each done their part for men, and that hit me again. As David Goggins said, everyone needs a Goggins voice. Everyone needs an opera voice, a Tate voice, but someone's going to need your voice. And that hit me. One day when I'm going to be 30 plus, all people my age are going to be my age as well. Well, duh, I don't know why I wrote that, but duh. But there'll be a new 18-year-old that looks up to me and wants to get rich. That's where I can conquer. I can conquer here too, but in the future, it's all mine for the taking. Tate is influencing my generation of men, but I will be influencing the next generation of men. As First Man also said, so First Man is just another YouTuber in this space, and he makes really good videos, so go check him out as well if you want. But as First Man also said, there'll always be someone new. One day, there'll be a replacement for LeBron, Ronaldo, Curry, Messi, Tate, etc. History repeats itself. I should no longer worry. I know I am on the right path. I'm climbing the right mountain. and I'm getting close to the fucking top. So that was a journal extract just there. So pretty much back then, I don't know the crazy mindset shit. Alright, I don't think like this now at all. But I don't know why I was so caught up. But it probably was because I was making content at the time as well, and obviously Andrew Tate was blowing up just recently. He was blowing up more in 2022, but just recently he was blowing up even more in 2023. And then I was kind of comparing that, and I was like, man, like this is so annoying. I want to blow up as well, and he's just blowing up so easily and everything. So I was kind of comparing myself to Andrew Tate because he was blowing up on social media, and I was like, I want to blow up as well. I'm making content too. Why is no one seeing me? So that comparison obviously just killed my mind. Like it really was just so it like comparison really is crippling. Okay, if you let it cripple you. So let's go to the board now. We'll go to the board and I'll explain this comparison cycle. But before I actually explain this, I actually just want to let you know, guys, I actually launched a free online men's community on the app school.com. So go to the link in the description below, click on that link, and join my free online men's community. Right, onto the board now. So, comparison cycle. This is how I see it, right? So, I'm going to show you guys how I see it and how I fix it myself, right? So, it always starts with an accomplishment, okay? This is where you accomplish something and you're all happy. You're like, yay, good, I did so well. I'm so proud of myself. This is good. So, this is the happy place, right? Let's say happy. Then it goes down into the external focus. And what I mean by external focus is you see someone else that's doing better than you. Okay. So you see someone else that accomplished something that you did, but they done it better than you, or you see someone doing well in general. And you're like, I did that, but they just doing it better than me. Oh my God, look, they're better than me. I'm not good enough. So this is where you have so many thoughts of like you being inadequate. So this is where you pretty much just start to get barraged with thoughts. Let's just say barrage of thoughts. Okay? Then it goes down into disappointment. You see someone doing better than you, then you're like, they done better than me. Why was I not good enough to be better? Why have I not accomplished what they've done? It goes into the external focus, so you're focusing on that person, and now it's in disappointment. So you feel disappointed at yourself, okay? And this is where the thoughts start to snowball effect. Like the thoughts are really starting to come in now, okay? So you're disappointed with yourself, and you're kind of like, damn, I'm shit. I'm not as good as I thought I was. They're doing so much better than me. It's kind of similar to the external focus, but now it's more like the barrage of thoughts are aimed at you now. Okay, so they're kind of just coming at you, and you feel that sense of disappointment once again. There's no other word for disappointment, but it's just that sense of disappointment. So barrage of thoughts. I'll just say BOT aimed intrinsically. Intrinsically. Then it goes up to self hatred. Now, some people don't even reach self hatred. Okay, they just go from disappointment back up to accomplishment. But if you're really competitive, like I am as well, especially compared to like that Andrew Tate story that I was saying as well, you will go to self hatred because you will feel so shit. Okay, you will compare yourself to people so much that you will feel so shit about yourself that it will end up in self hatred. It's self explanatory. This is where you absolutely hate. You just start to nitpick at things about yourself. Okay, you start to become a dickhead to yourself, and it's not fun. It's not crippling. It's not fun at all. It's super crippling, and once again, comparison can really absolutely debilitate you if you let it. So self hatred. This is where negativity, negativity skyrockets. Okay, then it goes back to accomplishment, and it's just this cycle of accomplishment, external focus, disappointment, and then self hatred. Now, the problem is how to break this cycle. And how I broke the cycle was right here. External focus. This is the important part, okay? Accomplishment, good. Right here, if you don't fix this bit, then you'll end up in disappointment and self hatred. You must fix here. Why? Because I'm gonna just rub this out. I'm sure he's got the gist. So to fix this, you get your accomplishment and you feel happy. Just like last time, you feel happy. Yay, I got the win. Yay, happy days. Oh my god, I'm amazing. Yeah. Then instead of externally focusing or looking at someone, staring at someone for too long where you start to compare yourself, you cross out the external focus. Internal focus. Internal. Right? So the focus is now internal. That is spelled, it's just the markers, I don't know what the hell, but focus is internal, okay? So this is where instead of you seeing someone, you might see someone doing better than you. That's fine, because there's always someone doing better than you. But you might see that, pay it no mind, and then you focus inwards. How can I be better myself? How can I improve myself? So that's where the accomplishment comes. Yeah, happy days, I did it, that's good. Then you might realize, yeah, it was a good accomplishment, but how can I improve myself and be better than last time? So that's where the internal focus comes into play. And when you're internally focused, it's more beneficial because I was right, yeah. How can I improve? So you ask these questions, and it's more beneficial because it's intrinsically motivated. Disappointments now. Since you went internally, disappointments changes. It's no longer disappointment. You cross that out. Now it's introspectiveness. Introspective. This is where you start to become introspective and you start to question yourself even more. Now that you're more focused on introspectiveness, there's no more external focus. This just goes deeper into introspectiveness, and you're more just reflecting internally. Once again, you accomplish something, you're grateful, you realize that, there's other stuff out. You realize, basically, the reason why I'm saying you're going through the cycle for the positive part, not the negative parts, but the positive part, is because you can always be better than yourself, okay? You can always be better than your past self. At the end of the day, the competition is your past self. So you want to be able to surpass your past self. To do that, it requires introspectiveness. But if you're focusing on someone else and you're comparing yourself, that's not going to work. There is no introspectiveness. There is no self-awareness when you're comparing yourself to other people. So you need to be that. You need to have that self-awareness inwardly. So it goes to introspectiveness, and then instead of self-hatred, it becomes ambition. Okay, so now you've realized what you can do better to improve here, and then it comes into ambition, and that's the cycle. This is the positive cycle. You compare it to yourself. You compare yourself to your past self. You don't compare yourself to people that are not you, because you are not them. I shouldn't have compared myself back then and last year. I've obviously gotten rid of that mentality. I don't have it anymore, and it's not perfect, but it's reduced a lot, and it's reduced a lot, and it's much better than what it was back then. So I shouldn't have compared myself to Andrew Tate. All right, Andrew Tate's 37. He's 17 years older than me. The guy has done his bit. Okay, so I shouldn't be comparing myself to someone that's already been in the game. I should have compared myself to my past self and went through this positive feedback loop instead of going through the accomplishment, external focus, disappointment, and self hatred. It's not going to get you anywhere. Being happy about your accomplishment, internally focusing, and then having the introspectiveness to reflect on how you can be better, fueling yourself with the ambition, going through it that way. That's what's going to help you. So that's what helped me reduce my comparison to others. That loop, that diagram, that image helped me shift my perspective. It just kind of gave me a new perspective on comparison. Okay, there's even an analogy that I have, which is pretty simple. Which is, let's say you're driving a car. Okay, you're driving your car. It's not the West car. Let's say it's a Toyota Yaris. Okay, just for the story, You're driving your Toyota Yaris on the M50, the motorway, the highway, and a Koenigsegg or a Lamborghini, let's say a Lamborghini, just drives right by you, okay? Just bam, zoom, drives right by you. You're driving your Yaris, and you look to the side, and you focus on that Lamborghini, okay? They're in their own lane. They're focused on where they're headed. You are in your own lane. You should be focused on where you're headed because you're driving, but you're focused on that other person driving their car. You don't know what it took for them to get that car. You don't know the pain and the trauma, the struggles that they've got to get that car. Maybe it was just some trust fund baby or something. I don't know, but either way, you don't know what they've done to get that car. So you staring at them and focusing on them is wrong because eventually, if you're focused on where you're headed, and if you're driving and you're looking ahead and you turn your head to the side and you stare at something else, eventually you will crash. Okay, you will crash. So that's why comparison. You can look, you can admire. I can admire that Lamborghini. I can admire Andrew Tate. I can admire these people. But if I stare at them, that's the problem. Okay? Because I'm driving my own car. I'm in my own vehicle. I'm on my own lane. I'm in my own journey. I know where I'm headed. I'm going down my own path. They're going down their own path. So I can admire, I can look, nice car. But if I stare, that's when I'm going to crash. Because if you're driving, eventually you will crash. Okay? So that's an analogy that I use is if you're in your own lane, focus on your own lane. Okay? Another way to look at it is like this. Let's say you have a goal to get big in the gym, all right? You haven't been going to the gym lately, you've been slacking off, your body's shit, and you want to get bigger. Okay? You want to bulk up, you want to get them muscles, you want to be big like your boy, you know? That's your goal. Or you have a goal to make money, you have a goal to get a girl, whatever, but you just don't know where to start. So you keep looking at other people and you're comparing yourself to that guy. He has such a good body. He's so carefree at talking to women. It's like he does it with ease. How does he make money so well? It's so easy for him. All right, you shouldn't be comparing. This is them. Let's use me for example. This is Andrew Tate. This is me back in 2023. Okay, this is AT. He's been doing this. These are the ladders. This is what I don't see. I don't see all the pain, the trouble, the tribulations, the trials that he went through to get to where he was. You don't know how much someone's going through to get to where they are. That's why you cannot compare because everyone is in their own path. This is what it took them to get there. That's why they're up here. Okay? They've done it. They've been doing this. They've been in the game. This person as well. They've been doing it. They've been in the game. You're only starting. This is you. That's your progress. You just started. Okay? So focus on being better than yourself. Before there was no progress. Now you made one block of progress. You went up the ladder a little bit. Keep progressing. But you can admire these guys. A little look. You can admire them, alright? You can look at them. But if you stare at them, that's the problem because you will fall off your own progress, okay? Your progress will fail. And that's the thing. Once again, they've just done it longer than you. You can't compare yourself to someone that's started 10 years ahead of you. If they started 10 years ahead of you, they're 10 years ahead of you, okay? Like you can't fix that. All right? So that's why you must stay focused on where you are. And if you do want to compare yourself, once again, you can look at people that are on your level. Look at your equals. That's a good way to know if you're progressing or not, okay? But once again, you want to look, you don't want to stare at them. You want to look, you do not want to stare at them. That's the comparison cycle, okay? And it all comes down to these two things as well. If you want to be really specific, it comes down to these two things. One, get busy. Actually, be busy. Apologies. So be busy. And two, gratitude. Gratitude. There you go. So be busy enough to not have the time to look at someone else. Be busy enough that when you're driving, you don't have time to look at someone else's car for that long. Okay? Be busy and focus on your own stuff. That's going to help you to reduce that comparison, and you won't see other people as frequently. There'll be a less of an external focus and more of an internal focus because you're busy. And number two, have gratitude. Always be grateful for your accomplishments. When you accomplish something, pat yourself in the back. Be grateful, celebrate. Okay, it's not easy, so You need to have that gratitude. That's why I journal. Have that gratitude journal. Write in your gratitude journal, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, because that's going to help you acknowledge your accomplishments and actually be grateful for them. All right. Diagrams, those images, they reduce my comparison by tenfold. Okay, so it helped me. Hopefully, it helps you out. That's it for this video today, brother. I appreciate your time and I appreciate you for watching. Remember to click the link down below and join my free online men's community. It is currently free right now, so you want to get in because the first 100 people are going to get it for free for a lifetime. Okay, I will be adding a price later on, so you want to get in now. All right, that's it for now. See you guys in the next video, and as always, pay your dues.